Good morning, my darlings. How is everyone today? I hope wonderful. I feel like it's very dark and I don't know. It's like how to get more light. Oh my God, what is this? Stop. Please stop before I lose my mind. Um, so good morning, everyone. I started the day with a headache, so that's not good. That's not good. So probably not going to do a lot of videos today, but this is the first one. I just woke up. And so I was thinking, do you think that Harry will keep his dukedom after King Charles's coronation? Or do you think he'll be stripped of his dukedom whether or not he goes to the coronation? I mean, personally, I think he's probably not going to. Why do I say that? I say that because once Camilla is crowned queen, I think the game changes radically. Radically. First of all, she doesn't have a lot of time. She's 75 years old, and she's going to have her own ideas and her own agenda for the country and for the monarchy. And I mean, she has a huge family of very beautiful and very young people, right? And she she's going to change everything. She's going to change everything. And I think that, one of the things I notice about Camilla and Charles is that they use the media to tell you where they're heading, where they're going, what they're thinking, where they're going. But people don't pay attention. I wasn't paying attention either until very recently. So, in the last couple of days, you have, for example, all of these press reports of how hurt Camilla was by Harry's book, The Telegraph. Queen Camilla was hurt by Prince Harry's book, Spare. Daily Mail. Queen Camilla hurt by Prince Harry's blistering attack. This is 2 days ago. Harry's book came out back in January. It's now April. I'm not even sure if it's still on the bestsellers list, but 2 days ago, um, all of a sudden they tell us how hurt Camilla is to be branded the villain by Harry. Camilla hurt, Independent, Daily Motion. I mean, Mirror. It's like 2 days ago, all of them are running the same story. This is obviously not a coincidence, right? This is an organized campaign. This is a campaign. This is a strategy. Now, what are they saying? What are they really saying? Well, then you look at some other articles. For example, this one came out in the Mirror. Where is it? I don't even see it. In the Mirror, it came out. Well, here's a Yahoo. A new report warns that the royal family risks abolishing itself after a dramatic slump in public engagements. Now, apparently, Camilla has one of the lowest um, percentage of, if you can call it percentage, of engagements in the royal family. But Camilla is 75 years old. What do you expect? She has no energy. She doesn't have the energy for this. But she has young people. She has a daughter, she has a son, both of whom are, I guess, under 50. Or if they are 50, they're just 50. And she has a bunch of beautiful young teenage grandchildren, and maybe even older, a couple of them. And they are, the perfect age, as noted by another YouTuber, Fatisa. They're the perfect age. Although I've been saying this for months, actually. So, I mean, I said it first, Tisa. They're a perfect age to be the cutest thing in England and to have great media coverage, put England on the map, get all the teenagers around the world completely obsessed, etc., etc., and go out in England and do good works. And so I think that, okay, so this article comes out where it says that royals on brink of collapse as Charles won firm. Charles I, firm risks abolishing itself by stealth. This came out yesterday or 2 days ago, just when we learned, 2 days ago, we learned that Camilla is really, really hurt out of the blue sky. They start telling us Camilla is hurt. Then they tell us that it's on the brink of collapse because there's not enough work being done on behalf of the royal family. What does that have to do with Harry? I think it has everything to do with Harry. I think Camilla and Charles speak through the press. They speak through the press and they tell you, they give you a heads up of where they're going next, you see. And whether or not Harry goes to the coronation, I think he's going to be rendered irrelevant by Camilla after she's crowned queen. And they're going to pivot to Camilla's family. But it's not just the pivot that matters. It's also the dukedom of Harry. Harry's dukedom is not going to survive Camilla's reign. It just isn't. I mean, if they don't take it away within a week of the coronation or a month of the coronation or even a year of the coronation, they are going to take it away. And I say that just to say to Harry to plan for that in your planning, in your strategizing, in everything, in your branding, all of these things. You have to prepare for this eventuality. Everything is going to change after Camilla becomes queen. And Camilla is sending you messages that she's not happy. She's not happy. She's hurt, is the word she used by the book. And it's not over. It's because the book is pretty much, nobody's even talking about the book anymore. It's not on the headlines. But now, just 2 days ago, every single media outlet in England has been sent the memorandum that she's hurt. Okay. So if you're Harry, you really have to be thinking strategy. You have to be thinking of survival. You have to be thinking of preservation, and you have to think of a post-Duke life also. It may not happen. I could be wrong. But just in case I'm not wrong, you would be foolish, Harry, to just sit there and not plan for this. Everything, again, I'm going to repeat, everything is going to change after Camilla becomes queen, and it's going to be pretty quickly because of her age, she doesn't have a lot of time, and she has to put in place her agenda. I mean, and her having an agenda should not surprise anybody. Anyone in her position would normally and naturally have some kind of agenda, right? How are they going to do things? What do they want to do? And and who will they commission to do it? So yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, if Harry's smart, he will start playing offense. I mean, not necessarily offense as in I want to keep my title, because it may not be his choice. But to the extent that if he wants to keep his title and he has any way of doing so, he needs to get busy. But if he thinks that going to the coronation is going to stop Camilla, I think he's very naive. That said, not going to the coronation may also be a problem. Either way you cut it, you're in peril, Harry. I just want you to make decisions, that serve you in the long run, right? That serve you in the long run. And if you're going to the coronation just because you want to hold on to your title, it's not going to work. I mean, Camilla is already, all of the media, you just read the media, all this talk about slavery. What are they talking about? They're in the middle of a coronation and they're talking about slavery. This has to do with my lawsuit. This has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that I brought this suit against the British government. And so they're sending out all of these, memorandums, and the press is doing their bidding, giving us history lessons on abolition, as if anybody's talking about abolition. Abolition of what? Slavery was a criminal enterprise. It was a criminal industry. It was against the laws of England. So you abolished. So what? It's not res judicata. The fact that you abolished and you never made restitution for your wrongs or compensation does not preclude us from seeking justice today. We don't know where we came from. So no matter how many articles your press puts out about abolition and how Kate's family were so wonderfully abolitionist and, this, that, and the next, it doesn't change anything. But the thing is, the point being that they're using the media to craft their narrative, and they're also using the media to tell us where they're going next. And trust me, Camilla is going to insert her children and grandchildren more centrally in the monarchy. Harry's going to be totally sidelined. And yeah, I think his dukedom is, I don't see him holding on to that 5 years from now. He's not going to be a duke, okay, if even 1 year from now. So yeah, follow the media reports and you will see exactly where Charles and Camilla are heading and what they're thinking. And pay attention. They're telling you, they're showing us the blueprint of where they're going with this.